What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to this Anfield Agenda Aston Villa preview. Another big game in the Premier League for the lads after the disappointment of the 1-1 draw against Spurs on Saturday night. The Reds move along to Villa on Tuesday, and after that it's an FA Cup final on Saturday. So yeah, once again, my friends, the games keep coming thick and fast. I'm going to take you through my predicted 11 or my preferred 11 or Craig's 11 or whatever you want to class it as, and I'm also going to give you my score predictions as well as a little bit of a preview ahead of the game tomorrow night. We will, of course, be covering the game on the Anfield Agenda YouTube channel starting from about 7 p.m. Hope you guys can come across and join us for that one. Also, don't forget, leave comments on whatever you think about this video. Let me know your thoughts on my team selection, score prediction, and of course, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. Right, my friends, look, the Reds go to Villa Park and they're going to be playing a team that is relatively in form. Aston Villa have 7 points from the last 9 available to them. They do have a couple of injury concerns ahead of the game. Jacob Ramsey will be out. I think it's a groin injury for him that's keeping him out. On top of that, they also have Leon Bailey, who has an ankle injury that will probably rule him out of the game. And interestingly, they started the last game with Felipe Coutinho, somebody who I'm sure a lot of our attention will be focused on ahead of the game tomorrow. He started on the bench in the recent game, but Danny Ings did start up top. So what does that mean? Will Steven Gerrard ring the changes? Will Jurgen Klopp be able to rest and rotate a couple of players? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Looking from the press conference, Jurgen Klopp said that Bobby Firmino is back training with the first team, which is great news. Will this game come a little bit too early for Bobby? Truth is, I don't know just yet. Kloppo had said that Bobby trained over the weekend, but the intensity of our training was, or we didn't train that hard because obviously we had games, so Bobby's had to do a little bit extra. And he was off to the medical department after his press conference to find out what players the medical department may or may not suggest could do with a rest. I'm sure probably most of them at this point. But look, I'm going to have a stab at it anyway, see what I can come up with for an 11 and a score prediction. The number crunchers, by the way, I don't know if you guys fancy hearing the statistics ahead of it, but the number crunchers apparently believe there's about a 68% chance that Liverpool win this game against Aston Villa and a 14% chance of an Aston Villa win. So take from that what you may. The number crunchers have crunched their numbers and that's what they've come up with. So obviously, look, whenever this game comes around, you know, one particular thing keeps being brought up to remind me, and that is, of course, that, and I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but we did lose to Aston Villa 7-2 on a previous occasion. Now, obviously, I would be extremely surprised if that was the case tomorrow night. So, with that in mind, let's have a little look at my score prediction, shall we, and see what I think. 3-1. 3-1 win for the Reds. I'm not expecting it to be an easy game. I'm expecting Klopp to ring the changes, if I'm being honest with you. And again, look, we have an opportunity to put points on the board before Manchester City play. They obviously play, they travel away to Wolves on the Wednesday. So if we can get the points on the board, maybe a couple of goals, you know, again, maybe some pressure back. Look, it's an outside chance at this point. Nobody's denying it that Liverpool could go on and win the Premier League. It's certainly well and truly in Manchester City's hands at this moment in time. Strange one from Guardiola speaking, by the way, about the entire country following Liverpool. I don't know if he wants to have a little look at any Liverpool content creators' comment section, but I can promise you there's certainly plenty of people who don't wish to see Liverpool succeed. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, look, I'm going to take you through my predicted 11 now. 3-1's my score prediction, and we'll start off with the goalkeeper and the centre-backs. Are you ready? Here we go. Alisson Becker in goal, no surprises there. I would go with Matip alongside Van Dijk, if nothing else, just because Matip hasn't played in a week or so, and Konate has played both, obviously, the game against Spurs and, of course, the Champions League game as well. Hi Pep, Champions League final to look forward to as well, by the way, my man. I don't think all of England will be behind us for that one either. But yeah, so that's what I go with centre-backs, Van Dijk and Matip. I did toy around with the idea of resting Virgil van Dijk, but I ran that past a couple of fellow Anfield Agenda contributors, and they all thought that I was, crazy by resting Van Dijk. So common sense prevailed, and I've gone with Van Dijk and Matip. Full-backs, I have rung the changes in both positions. Kostas Tsimikas at left back. Now, basically because I think he's a damn fine player. Robbo looks very tired, maybe physically and emotionally, which is understandable. You know, they've played a lot of football this season. And on the right-hand side, it's nothing against Trent. It's purely just a matter of giving him a rest before the FA Cup final, coming up against Thomas Tuchel's side. Potential, of course, like the League Cup, for that one to go all the way. And if it does go all the way, I'd like our players to be as fresh as possible. So I would play Joe Gomez, at least start Joe Gomez on the right-hand side of the back four. For me, Gomez has done very well this season when he's come in. Costas, is a bit more of in my eyes, a bit more of a forward-thinking left-back or wing-back than Andy Robertson. Now, that may sound strange, considering the amount of assists that Robbo has. But against Aston Villa, I think we put, and this number could be a little bit off, I think it's around 30 to 33 crosses into the box. And I think 6 of them found a Liverpool player. That's just wasting attacks. That's just wasting play. That's just wasting our time and banging our heads against the brick wall. And to me, that's a sign of frustration. Not being able to find a way to beat that low block, to, crack open a Spurs defence that was very well drilled, very well marshalled. I thought that Davies had an excellent game back there. Even Dyer was getting his head on the end of things. So, I don't think Villa will be as good defensively, albeit they have some fine players. So I'm hoping we can get a bit more joy. And with Villa being the home team, hopefully the game's a little bit more stretched as they look to go for the points to try and push themselves into a top-of-the-table finish. Into midfield, again, a lot of changes coming up your way. Fabinho in the holding role. James Milner to come in. Again, I'm not a fan of Milner and Henderson starting games together, but one or the other, absolutely fine. I love both lads for different reasons, but I think we'll all admit that if we play them both together, it has the possibility to go a little bit stale or a little bit lacking in creativity. So that's why I've just gone with Jimmy Milner here. He'll do a job if he comes in. We know he will. He's a solid pro. Looks like he's going to get another year's contract from the club, or at least the offer of it. So Milner, Fabinho. And look, let's bring Naby Keita in. Keita's the great unknown at the minute for me. 1 week we'll see him play and he'll look like the Naby Keita that we've all thought we were, waiting to come along and explode onto the Premier League. Then he'll go away to Spain and he'll put in an average performance that leaves us all kind of scratching our heads a little bit. Now, speaking of Keita, I was left scratching my head a little bit, as I'm sure a lot of you guys were as well, when we were playing Spurs at home, 5 minutes to go, Divock on the bench, and we bring Naby Keita on. I'll never really understand that particular change by Jurgen Klopp. I still don't get it. I've tried to get my head around it, and I still don't understand it, particularly when we were pumping balls into the box. I thought maybe Origi would have given us something a bit different. But for this one, start off with Naby Keita, Fabinho and Milner. Allow the lads to get a bit of a rest. And look, we'll have options on the bench. Henderson will be there. I'm sure Thiago will be there as well. Curtis Jones. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain could be available. Harvey Elliott if Klopp puts him in the matchday squad. Plenty of options there for the gaffer. And now we move up top. And this is probably the one area of the pitch where I haven't really rung the changes too much. Left-hand side, Luis Diaz. I think he should start every game between now and the end of the season. Quite simply, he has been sensational since he's come in. And yes, I know he was rather fortunate with the goal that he scored against Spurs, but the old saying, don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle. And he took a shot from distance, it took a deflection, and boom, into the net it went. Now, little sidetrack, if you fancy a little £5 bet or something like that, I was looking around as I always do. Sky bet, I think, 50 to 1. 50 to 1 for Luis Diaz to score from outside the box on special at the minute. So maybe you fancy a cheeky quid on that or something. Look, again, not encouraging people to bet, but 50 to 1, you know what I mean? Your boy, I'm putting a few quid on that. Salah on the right hand side. This is more in hope than expectation, by the way, with Mohamed Salah on the right, because I am getting to a point of, I don't want to say frustration because that doesn't feel fair, but I'm getting to a point of being bamboozled, baffled by why we're not seeing the goal-scoring exploits of Mohamed Salah that we've seen so freely in the earlier part of the season. Is it the AFCON heartache? Is it the lack of qualification for the World Cup? Is it fatigue? Is it the contract situation? I don't know, but I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt again for this one. But honestly, hand on heart, league-wise, if he doesn't perform, if he doesn't step up with a goal, I think maybe it's time to give him a reminder and make a little change for the last couple of league games. As harsh as that may sound, and I don't know if the golden boot is a distraction to Mo. Only Mo will know that. I'm not inside his head. I don't claim to know the inner workings of Mohamed Salah's mind, but from listening to you guys, from listening to our chat and our community, there's been a lot of a lot of feeling that maybe he's just trying to force it a little bit and push for that golden boot. So let's wait and see. Hopefully Mo bags a couple of goals, has a good game, and all of this is inconsequential. And then we move to the last position. Have I gone with Sadio? Have I gone with a wild card of Divock Origi? Nope. Diogo Jota. He just has a knack. He just has a knack of being in the right place at the right times. And he mightn't be the most technically astute or tactically astute footballer just yet, and his technical ability does need a little bit of work, but my God, the boy knows how to score a goal and he knows how to be in the right place at the right time. He's an uncanny ability of being able to split defenders and find a bit of space aerially in the penalty area, so that's why I've gone for Diogo here. If the game is a bit stretched, maybe we can get a bit of joy in behind. But look, if Kloppo goes with Sadio Mane, I've got no issues with that. Again, I was just trying to freshen it up a little bit before the FA Cup final at the weekend. So look, ladies and gentlemen, that is my Aston Villa preview. Again, let me know your thoughts on everything I've spoken about here. If you haven't subscribed to Anfield Agenda, please do hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video. From now on, our 8:45 news shows that you're used to seeing here on YouTube will now be over on the Anfield Agenda Twitch channel. Just really getting set up for the summer and the move over to Twitch for all of our live content. Now, of course, we will still be putting plenty of stuff on the Anfield Agenda YouTube channel. You know, clips from the streams, news videos like this, unpopular opinions, funny segments, shorts, all that kind of stuff. So don't be going anywhere on YouTube. We got you covered on here as well. But if you want to join us for the live stuff, we'll see you over on Twitch every night at 8:45. And of course for the Liverpool watch-alongs all the next season as well. Right, my friends, I am going to go get ready for tonight's stream. Again, thank you for watching. Hit that like button for me and leave your comments on my predicted starting 11. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.